All right, this is gonna be for YouTube, so I'm gonna do like a YouTube intro type thing. Hey, what's everybody? All right, we're done with the intro for YouTube, so we're gonna be watching Frosty Faustings top 4. I have the volume up. Clearly, that they do not have Jin or Soapy on the mic right now. They're cutting them off and they're just talking. Okay, this is terrible.
The matches.
Oh, they finally got him.
So intense.
We're muted.
The matches are we've been muted.
Oh no.
Oh goodness, we're gonna see. Should we?
We're gonna see me. We're gonna see something that's gonna happen.
We're gonna see.
We're gonna see something that's so bad that they combined winners and losers finals to the same like taskbar on the bottom screen. And Rokso. Oh, and let me say something real quick about here. So. The reason why Rokso is taking so long on his select screen is because he's like trying to look at what support I'm gonna do. So I pick my support, and then I see what he's doing, and I just exit out, and we just both just stare at each other. I think that's what you see right here.
Oh, that's what happened.
Yeah, that's why we took forever. Oh yeah, and you see my thumb moving. I was just moving around the select screen for the support. Screen peeking. Let's go.
You know, when you're watching,
I do like the concept of knowing what your opponent's gonna do, and then you can counter pick support.
Yeah.
We could like standardize out of it, but I understand why we don't. And there's me breathing and dropping Cascoon.
Shake it off.
Smile.
Dirt into it if you need.
That's why I realized I should probably put him down. Actually, I'm like, sorry, Cascoon buddy, you're gonna like ruin me if I have to hold you on my shoulder. Here, you can be on my shoulder right now.
I feel like they should definitely have like a rule when it comes to screen peeking and just, you know, locking out characters and supports. I think that's like the logical thing.
Makes sense.
Oh boy.
Bro, I like was risking it with that grab. I don't know why. I swear Arceus set me down just to grab this Garchomp at this immediate moment. Also, I think Mutator about this mix-up right here. Sorry, I'm gonna like go incredibly in depth for my matches. Is I had the read, he went for CA, and then I dodged and I did 8Y like an idiot because I thought he was gonna jump, and I did that all preemptively. And then he just gets hit anyway to a small combo.
No,
like, my brain does not work. I'm right when I'm wrong, and wrong when I'm right.
We actually do have the set tile, and I don't know how often, you know.
Oh no, Jacob got hit by one combo Leaf Blade.
One
Leaf Blade later. Oh look, we're even almost.
That's true.
It was pretty crude.
Good combo.
Pretty good.
I was very afraid right here about release X. Which is why I went for the 5Y, and then I saw the whole CA stuff, and I was so sure he was going to go for drill right then and there when I dashed, so that's why I did CA forward like that to try to beat out the drill. And he jumped, and I panicked backdash and CA'd again. That's basically what that entire interaction was. Where it looks like we were playing freaking doing a little dance together, little dance.
That's a good option, yeah. I think that covered.
Add in the chip, add in some more chip on the Snivy, the boys, the Leaf boys. And right now, he cannot get out of this corner.
I need to get better at reacting to single hit moves like that. They're clearly using hit block. Might as well just go for something that'll punish you.
And that's something that Septile does, racking up
but it's alright, because I know the end result of this.
Whittling down the shield. Oh, the Jukem classic. Running up to
I
your
own
face
that
with
move, apparently, the Jin. The
You know
Jukem
how to
classic.
punish
I'm
it?
just
No.
using the
Do you
move.
think he's gonna cancel?
It's just my move now.
Disrespect. How you gotta do
Leaf
that?
Blade!
What move?
Oh, gonna negate
back
that Farfetch's call coming in.
Run
back. He said, "Ayo,
unfortunate.
Let me give you a 2P."
This is what happens when Jukem starts feeling.
Oh, this is where it's here we
Yeah,
go.
like, you guys like combos? I like combos.
And right here, setting up.
Bro, the man did not.
Tried to take a guess.
Every single guess, man. I'm like, bro, how much bad? How bad can you get? Somewhere.
Making it all play.
You're so right. I hate it. Just how much can I just be a freaking asshole, this guy?
Again, he tried to take a guess.
Right here, though, like, I was very interested when... Also, look, they're about to kiss. Anyway, sorry. When I was, like, looking at this point with my trap. Because you'll see right here, he's not touching it. But when I do that, he does. So his, like, hurt box, like, I extended. And because of that, his, like, hit stun was a lot less. And I could have died here because of that.
Stuck there.
But because he didn't realize it, I was able to grab him way sooner.
And doing extra damage because of the defense
debuff.
Oh my goodness.
Because usually I think he would have some extra blocks done if I tried to grab right away after I dash.
Oh god, it's internet.
Oh, my man's trolling!
It's happening.
We're trolling!
We do be kind of trolling him.
Oh,
a little trolling.
No, he really had to do it to him. Oh my gosh, what if you
maximum amount of trolling?
Oh, you really?
And you can't see me, but I'm doing Septile's victory pose like a freaking nerd, like I always do.
It's game one. Calm
This man
yourself
throw
down.
4Y. Like, okay.
This is when I broke the crowd. But yeah, sorry, my point before all that went down was that I kind of want the labs leech seed setups.
Oh, you really?
Or like positioning them.
Look,
But like that can be hard because like there's so many different ways you can throw them.
About Jukem Rokso.
I think I do well with doing it on the fly though. So I might just stick with it.
The Moxie.
But there might be some things that are just very, very good for leech seed, like how you like space them.
I think it'd be worth it because yeah, like you say, it'd be hard to do it, but if you can get like a good spacing in, if you can do it consistently, then yeah, it can definitely turn the game around.
I know how to do them usually. Like how I position them when it's like a forward throw or a back throw,
right now, he's trying to
but not usually like specific like ranges, especially when it comes to height too. You didn't even bring that up. Like I could do it super low to the ground, and that determines like they're gonna be closer to one another, or if I'm gonna do it like higher up, they'll be farther away from one another. So I think it's just probably good to just wing it. I don't know what that was,
we cannot make mistakes
I messed up
like
that combo
that. Not in front of Jukem.
Oh,
I messed up a few combos, but I luckily knew the correct situation to like continue the momentum from going on. He messed up that. I don't know what happened there. I think we both messed up. There's a few. There's another time where he said he messed up another.
Oh my gosh, the cancels and the call out.
And actually like.
Oh my gosh, he is making a
because I think it was like the last game.
Is he really in his head this
somewhere
early?
I think.
Okay, I
forgot it was the winners or grand finals. But it was kind of sucky.
All right, Snivy is gonna let out.
I love using Snivy after this, so I can just do pressure, more pressure, more pressure.
Holding him
All
back.
this
You tried to forward wire you? Oh.
Forward
wire?
You tried to forward wire you after you won the phase shift from field.
Oh,
yeah, it is a big move. It's pretty quick. I understand why he went for it. Usually I go for Snivy.
Oh my god! And then this man's actually in his head! He's actually in his head! I cannot believe it! I cannot believe it! This man's on a different
my one least storm of the tournament. I'm so glad it was in winners finals like this. Let's go!
All that for 7, yeah.
All that for 7. Literally 7 HP. This is entirely worth it. I could have gone for 8Y. I could have literally done anything else. Any type of answer. I could have done CA. I could have done Leaf Blade. Probably Leaf Blade would be the most optimal in case he cancels it, but I choose violence. And I knew that threw him off later in the set too, because there was like a point where,
I am sorry.
Well, YouTube will see. And another Leaf Blade. More Leaf Blades. 50-50. Just react to the Giga Drain. Just react to the Giga Drain.
Please. This is not
oh my goodness. Oh yeah.
Not again.
And I'm like, why? Bro.
Please don't.
Me losing the tech like,
shift him, do something else.
or not losing the tech, but losing like 6 of the same mix-ups in a row to tech when it comes to Aqua Jet.
Oh my god, he really has him guessing.
Makes me feel good when I'm getting all these reads right in a row against Garchomp, who can delete my HP.
Oh my. Oh, he's just a man.
Another perfect, by the way.
He has the Jordan.
I literally.
I do got the Jordan.
Look at his face. Oh my god.
Please, somebody get that out of his
you okay?
The man, he looks so defeated. He's like
doing subtitle victory goals again. Meanwhile, Rokso looking depressed.
Rokso, if you're watching this, I'm so sorry, but I'm not laughing at you. I'm just laughing with you, alright?
Laughing with him.
Think of like the.
Let it go. No, don't.
Oh yeah, and then Jin called me out for having Cascoon, and I overheard him, so I'm just like, Boro, no, Cascoon, he's with me. This man with me forever. Cascoon just like me for real.
Go back to what you're doing, please.
Go back to your game. Fine, I'll go back to my Nintendo Switch, play fighting games.
You're gonna one up me, I'm gonna one up you back, and that's definitely the type he does.
We're just running it back. Take quick
I
breather.
love doing neutral on the forward line. It's so good. Oh no, not again! Not again! I was afraid I was gonna get grilled there. I was like, I should have released my CA. But I'm like, I'm stupid. It worked out. It worked out very well. I really wanted to go into the tech there, or Leaf Blade. It was one of the two, I remember. But I got the right reads. I'm in his head, y'all. I'm in his head.
Oh, he's in. Oh, and then it's gone.
The reason I did go for it because I was expecting a Grem, whether that's Sand Tomb or the regular one. Mostly because he hasn't gone for it in forever. I like making reads like that. Plus I figured, well, if he goes for a regular grab, that goes like full screen almost, and I think he'd want that. And I just like, no, you stay in the corner like that. Oh, no, he wall splats. Either way. I know I win this next mix-up.
It's just so, if we run like a book.
So much HP damage.
Oh my god!
You can tell he was so afraid.
It's just so.
I can feel the fear in that dig input. Funny thing is, he would have punished me because I did it way too early. Which is the most hilarious part.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
I totally would have gotten the crit too, and that's like the extra follow-up attack.
That actually gets Jukem burst. That's actually really scary.
Oh, right there. I could have gotten Leaf Bladed right there.
Clash.
Like I should know that. Like just don't block this 2 Leaf Blade. It works out. And we get a full combo.
Oh,
then I go Leaf Blade right there, and then I lose it.
It's gonna get a full conversion.
Not my best showing, but.
Wall splat. All the damage reset? No, he was.
Now we're even at HP.
Afterlife.
Not that bad, except for we're even at HP.
This is the time. This is the time to run it back
okay,
right now.
This is the
Rokso's
moment.
dig.
Very good dig. I had a feeling he was gonna go for that, but I was like, I want the
poison
force to phase
mist.
shift, honestly.
Come
I
on,
don't
right?
care.
So we want to see get on board. We want to go all the way. We want 5 games.
And he
And
tried
I
to
messed
do
it up here. I messed this up too.
missed.
Oh my gosh.
Come
I
on,
wanted to
right?
do
So we want to get on
JHY,
board.
but like my brain was fumbling, so I was like, just JY because clearly you can just do Leaf Blade right after. And then I'm like, wait, no, he's too high. Do JHY, you idiot. And I didn't go into burst attack because I thought he was so high that I would just like
He
pass
tried
into
to
him.
do the instant tiger knee.
Oh, I could also just Leaf Blade there.
Yes.
There were so many
Alright,
moments
we're
where I
still
was like
alive.
messing up the wrong follow-up that I should be doing.
Yes. All right.
Or
We're
replacing
still
with a
alive.
different one.
Trying to push away
Oh,
back.
the-
He's
that up again.
reacting.
And then this
He
happened.
knows it's max distance.
Giga
Oh, and he was doing so well
So
to avoid
afraid.
the Giga.
He's so afraid of it.
Yo, you're just in this guy's nightmare. I kid you. This is.
Hey, he's dreaming about me. That's a win in
But
my
you know
book.
what?
He's
This
is-
that health bar says 0.
You gotta play Jukem in his own game.
Subtile fair
Can't play the
character.
rest.
Very fair character, guys. Very fair character. Like, look at this. Look at this.
Health bar
It's
says
just
0.
me
You gotta just.
missing the thing
You gotta play
and then
Jukem in
punish.
his own game.
Smile.
You can't
Oh
play the
my
respect
gosh.
game against Jukem. You gotta disrespect.
And this is where
And I
you
messed
see
up
it
the combo
starts to
with the bad
falter.
game.
When you know in your timings. All right, first, gonna push him back. Nice.
Yeah, I deserve this
And
one.
that is gonna punish, yes.
And while we're watching this
Alright.
cutscene, I'm gonna read
We
chat.
are-
Wesley,
Things happen.
Jukem watching you do this shit
Please,
was
please,
live was
please.
wild. I
I
felt so
wanna
bad for
see him on
Rokso. I'm so sorry, Wesley. Still want to learn to react to Giga Drain. It's very hard, especially since you could just cancel it. It's very understandable if you just like fall victim to Giga Drain.
Boy, I don't want to see a sweep. 9 winners finals. No,
Not
Not a
like-
sweep
not
in
like
winners
this. Oh,
finals.
that's gonna be good.
Okay, so let me explain what happened
Come on.
here. So I thought if I extended state, I'd avoid this last one. I understand why people keep continuously getting hit by this last one because they're all probably trying to extended
Don't
state.
Not like this. Oh, this is gonna be good. No, he dropped
Good thing
the
he
combo.
failed the
It's okay.
combo, and now I realized that for future
Fully charged.
reference.
Tornado. Can you grab this? Yeah, I think he could have.
I don't think
know.
he can
Fully
actually.
charged.
I should have got
No,
silver
no,
grab.
no.
You grab.
It's okay, we're still in the
I love I used the
lead.
4x
Setting
here.
up
I can't use 5Y to drag him, so I'm like 4x to drag.
Oh my god.
That's such
Grab.
a dirty thing,
Okay, we're still
too.
in the life lead.
Did he?
Setting
I
up
think he tried to release
Garden.
X. Trying to see. What did he try to do? It was a flash. I cannot tell. He tried
It
doing.
must,
Oh my god, he tried.
Would
could
make
be
sense.
8A, I think.
Maybe he did try doing 8A. Maybe he thought I was gonna
The
grab.
jump, I
It's okay.
think.
It's scaled. It's fine. You know. You have to
Pretty
take that one
scaled. Got
damage
this
in
OP
range.
off,
You
though.
can definitely kill off a combo or two.
I realized I messed up. and I
Scaled,
can't keep him in the
scaled,
corner
it's fine,
because
you know.
he
You
blocked
have
when
to
the
take that
neutral
one
was.
damage in range. You can definitely kill off a combo or
Somehow.
two.
I don't know how. I thought I spaced it
Alright.
fine.
Dude.
Oh my goodness.
I love
get
using
away
sideway
from
to get out of the way.
corner. Nice.
Oh.
All right, fully charged. Gonna chase him
Just some
down.
of the damage.
That's
Ooh,
your
I could have
extra
died there. I
burst
could have
for
died there
Jukem,
splendidly.
So lead potentially
But I'm
for
good.
Rokso.
I should have 5Y. I should have reacted to that and done 5Y.
Burst for
Like I
Jukem,
should.
so
I know I'm like out of range.
lead
I know that doesn't go full screen. This is like 6 from freaking
potentially
Gramblue.
for Rokso. No. Oh yes.
We're
Wait.
okay.
And then I just
Oh,
get this.
that's gonna
And
be
I got, of
tough.
course, I got to finish it in the best
It
way
is.
possible too.
Yes. Oh.
Lee Storm.
Uh,
This is confidence
Good
right here.
effort, but you know what?
So
Rokso's not
confident.
out
I'm
yet.
giving my
Like, it's
smugness
crazy think
to
that, but
Cascade.
he's-
That was a
it's fine.
very
I
good
know.
set on my part. Like, because
Rokso.
Rokso and we tend to go blow for blow, and I know Rokso is like a bit rusty, or at least that's what he says. I know he says he's like washed, but then is also saying, yeah, I'm like Lemon's practice partner a lot of the time, so I could not tell what was going on, but like I'm just happy with my own improvement. I guess is the best way of putting it, because like I do Pokken a lot because I do these like daily, or well, used to do daily uploads, but still Pokken uploads a lot of the time. Yeah, let's look at the time. So this is from KO right here. That is 28:49. That was an 8-minute set. Sorry. That was fun. So
Damn.
you're probably wondering,
one.
why did Jukem go Empoleon? Because I felt like it. Honestly, that's all it really is. But I also kind of want to win against a Garchomp with Empoleon. Or well, okay, to be more specific, I've used Empoleon last Frosty Faustings. I lost game 1. I switched to Sceptile, and then I won. Rokso is like the only Garchomp player I have not beaten with Empoleon before. So I really wanted to get this
They
on
pushed
like
up
my
the
record.
cap.
I wasn't sure how I would
Day 2,
stick with
cap.
Empoleon
All right,
or
well, you know
switch
what?
to Sceptile if I lost the set.
Empoleon,
but
wanted to see a little bit different. If
I
anything,
really,
he's just
really
like,
wanted to
all
do
right,
well
I
with
had a little
Empoleon
bit
and
of
prove
too much
further that,
fun
oh yeah,
with
Empoleon's a good
Sceptile.
character,
We're now gonna have
idiots.
a little bit of a showcase
Empoleon's
with
great.
Empoleon. I bet you that's exactly what he's thinking.
It's like, I got
Well, I just
full
realized we
back.
had
Here's
we
the
didn't
game
get a
cap.
Burnside
If you
graphic
rewind
yet.
the Sceptile one back, you'll reset the bracket.
Okay, right
Kinda-
now, I
kinda
think
insane.
if anything, what Rokso's thinking is like, oh,
That steal
I'ma
wing
make
from
you
earlier was
switch.
kind of insane
I'ma
too.
make
Like,
you give me what
because I was
want.
kind of
You
high
know
up,
he
I wonder if I
wants
could have
it.
gotten
Oh, you
punished.
know he
But I'm like,
wants
nope,
to
I
And if
just
anything,
did
I
it
think that's
right.
what will make him satisfied, but he won't be satisfied
And he
unless
just
it's a
counter there
complete
more.
dub.
Now I put myself in situations where I'm giving him free passes to do certain things. Like, what's he gonna do? Just get out of the earth and just do like Sand Tomb? I can really
I told you. If anything, that was like, all right, we're gonna get it started with the read.
And then 6YYs. All right, Captain, get up here. 6YYs. I felt like this was valid. This is entirely valid for him to do 3 6YYs in a row. Considering what I did to him in the winners finals, it's the only time he did a Mimi thing on me though, and it worked. So I find it fine, considering how many other Mimi things I landed on him. I feel like I still win in the long run.
With Empoleon, I feel like he does it so much that people are just ready for it nowadays.
All right.
Oh, are people ready for Empoleon? Wait.
I like the anti-air on like the corner with Empoleon. I feel like he does it so much that people are just ready for it nowadays.
He said anti-air. I think he meant drill peck. See, doing drill peck in the corner. Yeah, people are probably ready for that, but they'll still get hit by it. They will get hit by drill peck in the corner no matter how much they try because they'll want to keep jumping. And when I'm at my best, I can react to people trying to jump over me with a drill peck and then getting cut and knocking them down and then dragging them all the way to the next side. More ceiling! I should have done 2x right there. I thought he was high enough, and then after I did 5Y, I realized, oh wait, he's not high enough. I can't do the combo. But it's alright because I get all this damage.
Okay, there's something that could happen here. Is he gonna Stone Edge? Oh, 8Y to take away a little bit of that, but okay.
Like I was like, I saw that and I'm like, okay, I guess I respect it, but like I could have just done 2x there.
Oh, 8Y to
and that would have punished him.
But
he also just took so much chip damage, and I was just so not ready for it. I guess that's the point. Like, you're not ready for it. But usually my go-to would have just been to do 2x.
I thought maybe like break or something, but no.
Or like something, some other attack.
Homing. I mean,
like perhaps even drill peck in that situation, considering. Sorry, drill peck considering I'm thinking he might try to jump it.
Oh,
that could have been part of my thought process. I moved away because I thought it was a Stone Edge. That was the main thing.
Oh, okay.
I mean, not homing. CA. Yeah.
Going for this. I should have gone anti-edge for that. Nice. Smile.
Oh, did he?
Drill peck, so you'll get hit by drill peck every time. How did he not get hit by that JY?
Pretty good.
Oh yeah, this moment.
Another all over the place. What? That's clean.
Bro, we're playing anime fighters.
What in the world?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Bro, this is just like Blaze Blue.
Oh,
so I was really hoping when part of this happened, specifically at this point, because this does have a hitbox in Duel Phase. Just like it does in Field Phase. But it's so rare that you'll have an opportunity where it'll think you're trying to move behind when they cross you up that you can land it. It doesn't even do that much damage. It would kill here, but I really wish I was able to get to him in time and be able to punish him. Because I would just been so hyped.
Look at that, the pause, just that.
We're just using the whole thing for a moment. Let's get a nice view of Blue Dome for a second, all right?
Oh, I think you should have back up to try to space that in a weird way.
Fly around the screen sometimes, it's great.
I love doing that. You probably, like, it doesn't matter in this case right here, but you probably saw right here. He did 5Y because I did forward dash out of my CA, and that puts me in the air. And I love doing that to mess with people.
Enforcing the burst back.
Okay.
Here. Oh, the call out.
Why did I do 8Y of all things? I don't have an attack buff. I'm going to get beaten out by his freaking whatever, his drill again, Tiger Knee.
Oh, wait, can you not combo off that?
I'm so stupid.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
We're such movement monsters for some reason.
That's it. That's it. All right.
And I knew I should have known. I get carried away a lot. That's like my weak point, I feel, which I'm going to say out here. Weak point for fighting Jukem and Empoleon. I do love my JYs. If you're in this range, go for a lungy move and come at me. You will hit me 99% of the time if you see me in the air. Then I learn, and then I just awkward at that same point and you get hit because you think I'm not going to do it. I'm going to jump in JY again. I love thinking like this. I'm not actually thinking of anything. I'm just like being dramatic. So throughout this point, I just think I'm still confident. Like that was a 2-0. I didn't win a round, but it was so very close either way to the bitter end that I felt confident just continuing with Empoleon. I messed up right there, but it ended up working out for me. I meant to do an instant one, and I think that would
That'd be a story.
I would have been safe at the very least. And I think maybe I would have even had time to jump and do like JX or something.
I mean, I'm hoping that we'll see a reset. I want to see a long tournament.
8X, my beloved.
Oh, better believe I want to see some.
Right here. That was supposed to be fully charged. I thought it was fully charged because I went for a long time, but then he just like kind of instantly went for. Oops, sorry, I hit the mic. He kind of like just instantly attacked. I'm like, I was not prepared for that.
Better believe I want to see some.
I thought he would have a little more wind up. It doesn't do much damage, but now he just gets momentum.
All the way to the wall, back against the corner, fully charged.
I don't know why he jumped there. If I was gonna jump, I should have stealed. Did I steal into that? No, I don't think I would have
Corner,
time.
fully charged.
yeah.
You can't jump.
I may have been able to
whole
neutralize.
tornado.
That's it.
And he's actually, did he do
That was
on
very
purpose
clever of him to
put
use drill to cross
in
up
the
like that.
in the corner?
I think so. Look
That was
at
such a
you're about to
good
get switched
clever
again.
thing.
wall
Now right
slide?
here, I
No,
was a
it's
bit
not. I
worried.
always
I'm like,
think
oh
it's gonna wall
shoot.
slide. It's
It was
gonna
kind
get
of close
2
last time, but it
seconds.
seems like he's
That'll be the
learning.
I'm kind of used to it too, just because of the PTSD of
I
guard
was
combo,
so
he's always
worried
wall
that like I was
slide
like,
all
oh,
the
do I have to switch to subtile? No, I don't want to.
Ooh, dig?
Especially when he hit me with this dig right here.
And
And I'm like, oh shoot, I'm bad at video games with Napoleon
And
now.
Latios, oh my.
I don't want to
tried
have
to
a
jump
moment where
the
I'm
rock.
like actually like trying to do bad with Empoleon. Like I've shown in the past where I specifically go Empoleon against like Lucario because I'm like, you know, that matchup's even in my opinion. Lucario and Empoleon, but every time I go Empoleon, I just
that was
like end up
amazing.
dying in it.
And
That's just 'cause, like, I get
Latios,
the
oh
reads
my.
wrong. Neutral's fine in it, but I get the reads wrong, and then people are like, oh, this is why.
Tried
or
to
whatever.
jump back.
I didn't want to have a situation like that, except for it's just like fighting Garchomp.
Well, that kind of sucks. He's only got one
This is a
hit,
good Latios
yes.
call on my
Yes, but
part. I
even
really just
so-
wanted to use it to waste mismag more than anything. Not punish, but
Fine.
he just kind of
Tried to jump back.
did.
That
I think
kinda
that was neutral
sucks.
Y.
He's only got one
What did he
hit,
do?
yes.
Yes,
He did
but even
forward wide.
so,
Yeah, well, I don't know why he
really
did
couldn't
forward
take
wide.
advantage of it because
He's trying to fight the pillars, man. Look at him.
Yes, but
He's like,
even
man, these
so,
players gotta
he
go.
really couldn't take advantage of it because Miss Matthews is chasing
Garchomp
him
really
down.
do be kind of the Roy of this game.
Well, don't worry,
Oh,
that ice
that's
beam
a
At least the
punish.
players associated.
Oh god.
Chasing
How
him
minus
down.
is dig again?
Don't worry,
Oh,
that ice
that's
beam
a
hit.
punish.
Very minus. It's
Very
like
minus. I could have gone
like
for
And-
minus 16 at
Oh
least.
god, it
could've
took one
done
ice
5x,
beam, that's
5x
all
is
you needed to
I-15.
get back in the game.
Though I
The
do like this
call
read.
out on the drill. Okay, all right, you got those.
I could have gone for cut
I'm
too.
24,
Oh,
yeah,
this is a
24. I'm like,
full
it's
of
definitely
reads, I'm
minus,
telling you.
very minus.
These will,
Ooh,
if
24,
anything,
geez.
these will be the 2 players that will really commit to reads back to back just to disrespect the
I was
other.
about to say,
I
like,
don't know what I'm
they're
doing
two
right there.
nuts on
That was just a
random
bait.
reads,
I was like, either I'm
okay.
going to hit him because he's going to shoot a projectile,
man.
or he's going to try to
Oh,
go
you
for
just
something.
tried
There it
to
is.
dash up, grab me,
And I pulled a U-Place, except for
Sir,
I think
don't
my
disrespect
U-Place
me like
moment
this.
of just
Oh,
grabbing
is
the
this
neutral was
closer
a
to
little more
unblockable?
justified there.
Oh,
I think it is,
I
but
love
it won't
Napoleon
get too much
backdash.
damage off of it. Drill
I love
back.
Napoleon's backdash. I take damage here,
I think it is.
but because I'm in the air, it ruins his combo.
But it
Oh,
won't get too much
I mean,
that's
he didn't go for a
smart.
grab
Very
in the
smart.
Mhm.
You took the mix.
Much damage
Well, like,
off of it,
didn't really
drill.
take the mix. You just like
To an
took the hit. And you
oh,
I
Less
think
damage,
it
yeah.
is,
Try to
but
minimize
it won't
damage.
get too much damage.
let's
He didn't go
go.
for a grab,
This
so I
is
could have just
close to
blocked
an
here.
unblockable?
But I think worst case scenario, he does a fully charged Sand Tomb and it combos, but I think it's super scale damage.
oh.
I think it is,
So I
but
think
it
I'm
won't
fine
get
with
too
it.
much damage off of it. Drill
And
peck.
then I'm the god at drill pecking.
God, dude.
Hard knockdown
I
again.
think it crossed up too hard.
Ooh,
No.
the retreating steel wing. That's actually really nice. Gonna get
I
your
love
nice
retreating
little
steel
chip damage in and then escape. From
wish that was the same
steel
priority.
wing. That's actually
I
really
don't know
nice.
why can't Aqua just have higher
Gonna get your
overblast
nice
priority or
little chip
whatever?
damage in
It was so
and then
nice,
escape,
you know.
from the corner.
Like, you know,
I
it
beat that. I
just
didn't
helped
realize
in
how
those
that
tiny
worked.
tiny
I thought it
moments, you know.
crashed.
I will say for this set in particular, or at least today, I've been enjoying how much I've been using Eveltal and non like
Alright.
just kind of a reset thing because it lasts for so long. I can position myself with Empoleon, who's kind of slow,
A
bit,
appearance.
or just react to the situation because Empoleon has great buttons for reacting. If I see them jump, potentially if they're like in the corner, I could do something like Drill Peck or an air-to-air JY. If I see them do a counterattack like this right after the first
That could be
hit,
a punish.
then well, you see what I
Oh, you
just
got
do right
30
here.
too. That could be
Yes,
big.
I can do
Yes,
anything
that
I want.
is big, especially when he has a full
Oh yeah,
stick
this
of
point.
butter.
So I saw someone in the chat
Like,
say,
we're
"Hey,
not-
this should be sent to
That's
the
a guy on
Sajam
this
like
mix-up.
his
Oh, the
series where
reset.
will it
Wait,
kill?"
The whole
Oh,
combo?
he just did.
He
That's
just
it.
knew it
That
was
would be
gonna
great.
kill.
That killed by what?
Oh,
There
the
was one,
reset.
2
Wait,
HPs
the
of
whole
air.
combo?
Oh, he just did.
If he was
He
at
did.
13,
Technically
I
die
think
on the next
that wouldn't
mix-up.
kill. So yeah,
See,
someone
I
was
thought
just like,
he
send
was
it
like,
to Sajam
wait,
for the thing. I'm
next
like, yo,
mix.
do it,
No,
bet.
Like, I really
He doesn't do
expected
any
that whole
Pokken stuff
combo
on
to be
his
like,
channel.
okay,
I think it'd be
it's
cool to
gonna,
have
you know,
one
it's
thing
gonna do this,
there.
gonna do
But
that. Are you
I
gonna
don't know how to
reset? Are
submit
you
to
gonna
that
wall
or
splat?
anything, and I feel like
No,
it'd be
I'm
weird
going
if
to
I did it
kill.
on my own, but
Alright.
I might have to.
You know, you made this character.
Unless you're
not
watching this
me.
video right now, in
I'm
which
just a
case
Dark
you should
Knight
all
player.
send
I
it
don't
and
know what I'm
demand it
talking
and
about.
ask for more Pokken on Sajan's
that's
channel. Hello. When the point when his shield is broken, so 2x does shield break, but you don't get a punish afterward. Not even 2y. It takes too long to recover for that. We were recapping Cascoon taking this tournament. Heck yeah,
But that
Tabu.
dash up grab, though, I was like,
He gave
what
me
the-
all the
that was
advice.
disrespect.
His brain is literally his entire body. This is a
when
giant
your
brain right
Jukem's
here.
in front of your face,
It's
you know
mother
you're gonna
brain
get
for
this spectacle.
Metroid.
You know he's gonna make it a spectacle.
Oh yeah, you know he's gonna do something so disrespectful
There's a
that
little
it
Elvis
go what
inside
it said.
every one of us. I love anti-air
Alright.
aqua,
Oh.
especially when I
Disrespectful
can't
every
react to the
event, go what it said.
situation in time, and I'm like, all right, ready for my follow-up on block.
Caught catching the back dash, no
I
conversion
love
though.
his back. I love his dashes so
Alright,
much.
score
His dashes
back.
are so good.
Caught catching the back dash.
They're slow,
no
but they're so
conversion,
good because they
though.
just put him in the air
And again,
they mess up the
another
opponent.
call out on on the grabs. Eventually, something's going to give.
Oh yeah, I really like that the anti.
Oh man, throw pack again. Let's go.
I don't know why he went for that. I was right to do a mix-up
Oh,
grab,
what?
and then he did
I
that.
really like that the anti.
He does.
Just to cover it.
These sucks.
I could have probably gone for Aqua
I
Jet.
really like that the anti.
But I don't think I would have been able to punish. I could have at least gotten pressure, which would have been nice, but considering what happened next after this, where I just do CA twice because I'm a genius, tactical genius, never doubt my intellect.
And oh my god,
I get this momentum going. I think it's fine.
Is actually
Oh wait, never mind. I screwed up here. I was trying to get my slide like hitbox because Napoleon has a little hitbox when he's sliding in field. But I pressed Hydro Cannon too soon. If it hits them, they have to block the Hydro Cannon or else they get hit. It's a weird situation like that. But at the very least, I wanted to see if I could like hit his block and force him to block a Hydro Cannon anyway. This combo though? This combo was kind of heat. Like on the fly, I didn't get the wall splat, but it was kind of heat. Like how much damage did it do? Didn't do too much. I honestly learned this from watching other Empoleon players like Lemon and Santa. When they're doing their JY landings, I see them do drill peck a lot.
Pretty fast.
So I figured, oh wait, I realized I can do stuff after this if I land on time. So I thought,
this combo like this? What?
I'm so happy that it worked out like that. It's so cool.
Look at the combos.
So I did like 160. Done about 190
okay,
if I got
let
the
me
wall
pull that
splat.
back before people start killing me.
So that's decent damage.
He's a cool character to look at. Let me correct you.
Damage.
I think he's good.
I think he's good too. I think he's a cool.
Wait, sorry, let me hear this. Something important the commentators are saying.
Oh man, look at the combos. I'm telling you, Empoleon's such an amazing character. Okay, well, let me pull that back before people start killing me. He's a cool character to look at. Let me correct you.
I think he's good. I think he's good.
I think he's good too. I think he's good. Honestly.
All right, we accept it. We accept it. It took me a bit back and forth. I'm like, Empoleon's very cool. All right, let me take a second right here. Okay, he's fun to look at. I'm like, okay, and then Sophia was just like, I think he's good, and they come out. I'm like, all right, we're all good now. We're all good now. You have the correct
character to look at. Let me correct you.
I think he's good.
Empoleon at least bottom 6 in my opinion.
I think he's good.
Only bottom 6, which is very good for Pokken.
Rokso out of the corner more. That's why you tried to use drill peck to
try.
Optimistically, I think he only loses 6 or 5 matchups.
I will say I like the Jukem's like taking Rokso out of the corner more. That's why you tried to use drill peck to try get shield pressure. He just takes him out and says fuck it. We're just.
Okay, so Sophie makes a really good point right here. I'll play it again. But he's talking about how I'm taking him out of the corner a lot. So how I originally, speaking of the corner, is that when I used to play this matchup, I used to put myself in the corner with Sceptile, going to Sceptile. I didn't really do it if you look back at that match. I didn't put myself in the corner and set up traps to force him to come to me. Because while that is a decent strategy, because you force him to come to yourself, and you could easily just cross up whenever. If you make one mistake, you're in the exact position that he wants you to be in. And that can make it super tough. So you got to do a lot of approaching with your traps instead, or just pressuring him and keeping him in the corner, and then just continuously winning phases, not prolonging the phases, because you just need to keep winning. At least for Sceptile, he does well in field phases well against Garchomp. For Empoleon, I kind of did a similar thing, but I didn't really push myself into the corner too much when I play Empoleon, but I am definitely pushing him more in comparison because I learned that from Sceptile.
Did shield pressure? He just takes him out and says, fuck it, we're just going to play the random game.
Ooh, that is... Oh, no! Caught my man whiffing.
Shadowcat, how did you react when I did this?
Bro.
I'm gonna say it. I don't know why I did this.
I'm here I was just speechless. I'm like, why did this happen and why did this work?
You see this casket is what you tell me to do. So, okay, I actually do know why I did this. I did this because I thought he was going to try to punish my 5X with 2Y and 8Y, and I thought it was going to whiff. But then he just did grab, and that made it look a lot more random than it was supposed to be. Cascade Bloodlust said, yes, you need to watch this 10-second cutscene for 74 HP. He did a U-Place. He just grabbed a neutral like that.
This is literally Jukem.
I'm guessing he only did that because he didn't know I got I pushed super far. He thought I was still in range.
He doesn't have that much. He has a whole bunch of HP.
He
will do something disrespectful to you. That is a promise.
I love that. I love that. I wish I got the face shift, but I love that waterfall. I love being able to react and be like, oh, you thought you had something. I think he might have noticed that, and that's why he didn't go JX.
It would not be Jukem if he did it.
Exactly.
That looks so wonky. The waterfall, and he tried to JX you.
Will do something disrespectful.
That is funny. That is when you just hit the tail, but they're like,
it's a promise.
Absolutely. It would not be Jukem if he did it.
Exactly. But the
you're gonna see later on too, right here, when it comes to me doing waterfall and his block, that he just decides to never try to perfect block ever again for some reason, and it makes me so mad because he perfect blocked that first one. Because waterfall is usually what I do on level 2 Aqua Jet when I think he's gonna, when I think they're gonna try to perfect block.
A lot of chip. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Oh, you gotta guess. He guessed right.
I do it again right there. as an example, I do that in the corner too sometimes.
And he can still, all right, what are you going to do here? Grab?
Not the worst read. He messed that up.
A game of CA chicken.
You need
You
to
know
let go a
what?
little
The bird
sooner,
is obviously
'cause
going to be the
so
one to
slow.
win.
I didn't recognize PSP, so I could have gone a little more. And I also messed up this Oki because I'm smart. I should have just blocked.
Oh, I guess I understand why you hold command grab, because you backdash like the few times, so he's thinking, okay, you're gonna just backdash it, so I'm just gonna hold it just to get a compound off. You know, English.
Sorry, at what point? Sorry, at what point?
Okay, so right there, after he caught Miss Magus, I was questioning why he went for charge command
last time.
Yeah, and I was thinking like, why would you do that? But now looking at the entire set, I'm like, oh, it makes sense because you backdash like the last two. Yeah,
You know what's
the
funny?
last
I
two.
didn't even think of that. I just at that point knew that it wasn't good. The unblockable wasn't going to work. The other time, I thought the unblockable was going to work.
So I'm gonna have to like go past with Vegas.
So I just wanted to get as little damage as possible because I thought the scale would be more.
If you're going to take the damage or you're going to take
Live
your
footage of
synergy being
Jukem using
taken away.
8Y.
But Jukem finding his way back in.
8Y has some uses over 4X.
That's plus.
Mostly just because it gets its anti-air frames sooner. In that situation, 4X would fail. Because it's like frame 11 is when it gets its anti-air.
What?
This man really saving.
Yo,
This man really saving burst for the next major.
Well, he saved it for the right point.
Okay, there we go.
I should have gone for the grab. In hindsight.
That is
really
a
should've gone
kill
for the
right
grab.
there. That is
I just
guaranteed
really was
a
afraid because,
punish.
you know, it's burst Garchomp. He couldn't just do a random burst right then and there for some reason.
Like
2Y while having burst. Please. I can only take so.
Bro, in this
to do
set,
two-
so many times, I just like, I love having a dash where I get put into the air.
Why? While having burst.
Because I just get to avoid these silly situations. Like, whoop, sorry.
I can only.
Like, it wasn't a reaction for that. But, like, I just had an assumption, like, oh, shoot, I'm, like, CAing them. I should probably run away. He has to, like, you know, attack me. But that means then I could potentially be holding CA. And that's, like, the tough
Take
part.
so much.
I mean,
I'm so glad that most
Having
players
burst,
decide to backdash
please.
and be like, yep, this field phase is a 2D phase.
I can only take
Because then Aqua Jet just works like this.
so much.
I mean, that's what I felt. But I thought Jacob decided.
And as a little tiny thing I've been doing recently for Empoleon, I used to have this problem where I would mash Rock Smash right away when I think it's going to be level 3, but then sometimes I get level 2, and then it doesn't combo into Rock Smash. I start spamming Waterfall now. And because it's level 3 takes so much time, then I have enough time to switch from Waterfall to Rock Smash. Because you can change which follow-up it is before
That's how I felt.
until a
But I
certain
thought
point.
Jacob decided, he's like, you know what, I'll just 8Y on his
Oh,
shield.
sure.
I'm sure I won't get punished.
Oh my God! The four guys got through the sand zone. I can't.
It's not good.
Oh my God! The four.
I don't. Okay, so I'm having trouble remembering why I went for that. Maybe it was a Twitch reaction. I think it was a Twitch reaction.
Oh my!
Because I saw him coming at me, and then I'm like, oh shoot, he's probably gonna go for a grab because he sees me going for a CA right now. So I'm just like, I'll keep forward dash to go over it. I love this commentary. I haven't talked about it too much, but this commentary was great.
8Y on his shield. I'm sure I won't get punished.
I'm just so into this.
Oh
set.
my God! The four and dash got through the sand zone. I can't.
I know why you went for 5Y. Maybe he thought I was gonna go for grab.
It's not good.
I love fighting
Rock's
Garchomp too
defense down,
because I get to put him in the
you get
corner and I get to
reset
bully
on.
him just like other Garchomp
Look at all that
players do to
resource.
everyone
Oh,
else.
does he go
Because
for
look at all
reset?
this chip damage.
Full
all this chip
going all the way
damage.
back. That's gonna
And
do
then-
a whip punish on the 5Y.
This is the other reason I like using a Velta a
That's
lot
not-
too, just manually, is because Cut puts me in the perfect range to where most things, like this 5Y right here, despite him, you know, going forward, it has good range. At least I think it
Chip
does.
going all the
Like,
way
that's
back.
decent range for like a normal like that, where he lunges
do a
forward.
whip punish on
Cannot
the
hit
5Y.
me, and if they do hit me, you're most likely
That's
going to
not
trade.
good.
Fun fact,
Real
Cut
bad.
is -4, but because of the
And
pushback,
defense debuff. Yep.
it's actually a lot better than just -4.
That's
And
right.
he's still here.
So that makes me very
Ninetales?
happy that I
Yes,
was able to
get me out.
be
Back
having a little
away.
fun times with that, you know.
Back. Oh my.
And then 4X
goodness.
moment.
The real
I get
back
all my
on the
memes. I get all my
4X.
memes
That's
in
not
this
hard
grand
when it
finals
comes
and
back
winners
to
finals.
the
I got the least term. I got
The
4X.
real
I love
back
4X.
away.
Like let's look at this frame by frame. I want people to look at the hurt box shifting. So this is the start. This is frame 1 to 4X. We have frame 2. You kind of see the big push he already is doing. Another one. 4 frames. This is 4 frames. 4 frames difference. Somehow, he just gets pushed back so much. And then when he's, you know, in the back, he starts to go not as far, but like the initial push is what does it. Which is why you see moments like these. Like, I'm literally freaking Neo from the Matrix right now.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh my.
I really wish I was the player
goodness.
one.
The-
I was
Perfect.
like,
Darling.
on chip.
You're doing.
I think this is the point where he switches support.
Use it for trading or just making sure that he can at least get.
I was expecting him to do neutral Y at some point, which is why I went
or
for
try to
Ice Beam.
stop Aqua Jet cancels, which it can.
And side Y, underrated move. Very good move. People, even Mutator, have been saying like, it's alright, I guess. No, it's very good. Pushes him so out of the way, and the projectiles have good priority.
or try to stop
like good priority for what they are.
Can do.
It's very good.
In general, really good for really has a lot of reach.
Yeah, it's a pretty good sideway. Yeah,
I love it so much.
Cats is really, really good.
To reach fast.
I've dodged physical moves like that come at me. Like, I think I've dodged scissor counterattack at like when he just released it through sideway because I go out of the way in time.
Close up a lot of field phase against like the dodge.
It's kind of crazy actually.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
I tried 4X and gun because I'm stupid.
Gonna get full damage. Yes.
I don't know why I did it. I just thought it'd be funny. But now I eat all this damage because of it, and I can sideway again. Never mind, sideway bagged everyone. Whenever you sideway when you play Pokken.
Oh, he tried to catch the approach.
You know, I'm glad Jin recognized what that 5-way was for. Because like I was thinking he was just gonna run at me. It would be a perfect opportunity, and if it spaced well enough, I could get level 2 Aqua.
Oh, he tried to catch the approach.
Look at that.
I get his rock smash though.
Defense debuff.
I just perfectly timed that. And then here's the point where I tried to go for all the chip damage. I think Rogers can be very good. And then I messed up the Aqua Jet.
Wait, this is still OP though.
I still get all this chip damage. Like, that was 200 chip damage. Well, I guess not chip. He got hit by Latios, but you get what I mean.
Oh, he really thought for a second.
I really thought. I really did think. I forget how little time there is for Farfetch'd like that. He just missed time Farfetch'd.
He really
It makes you so mad because I could have just CA'd or whatever.
The fact that he
or anything.
whiffed Farfetch'd, so he's like, all right, well maybe there's gonna be some time to where he can actually do something.
Yep, Jim, you got that exactly right, Jim. I really thought I had that thing, and then I didn't. And now I'm taking all this damage. I hate this. It's worse. It's worse timeline.
I am really impressed with the attach for Rokso right
all
now.
the damage.
Just
Ooh,
like
it's
this,
the first time he
it's like
grabbed
an
me
extra
throughout
bit of
both of our
patience
sets.
to make sure Jukem wins something.
I think it's actually the first time he grabbed me. That's funny.
And like I said, Rokso in the driver's seat. Once that
First
happens,
of that, he actually got it.
But Jukem is one of the people that can stop it.
I learned.
Hit a roadblock on that
So
turn.
this
Oh,
combo
God.
route I go for, usually it doesn't
that
cross
was a
up
weird
on most
conversion there,
characters.
getting a
Garchomp's
little
kind of
bit the
finicky
forward
for
hit
it.
of that, or I should say
It
backhand.
will work, but you
duck.
have to be so. Let me be more specific right
Can't
here.
stop it.
After
Hit
this
a
JY,
roadblock on that turn.
you'll see me
Oh,
walk
God.
back a bit. That's mostly because you will walk under them against most characters. This works totally fine on the Mewtwo's. But Garchomp's just so weird and big and weird and big that it just doesn't work. But that's not the worst thing that happened, honestly, to go full screen against Garchomp. I am in the corner, though. That is a big deal. Especially when I get hit by Rando 5X.
Oh,
I hate this.
Sir.
Why do I get hit by
And
so
we're
many
still
5Xs
here.
randomly? Just use that against me, honestly.
Honestly, Rokso's still looking really good. Forces the burst out Jukem.
And then I said Aqua
But you
Jet.
know what? You gotta be able to accept.
If God
it,
made Aqua
knowing
Jet, I
that
don't see why
he's
we
gonna
don't
be
use
using
it.
the burst for this round.
Oh, he pushed the
Look
button.
at all this trip damage though.
Oh,
Oh yes, the
Down
cancel.
four.
Like I said,
That was a
it's
good
gonna be
Farfetch call.
very effective.
I was so tempted to just burst attack too at certain points.
Jukem.
Like, or
And
not
whittling down that
in the
burst
tournament, but
spear
like
right
looking back, I'm
there
like,
is
oh,
what
that would be a
he
nice moment to try to
wanted.
go for a cheeky
All
burst
right,
attack.
first call. He can perfect block this and get out
But
of
it's
the
alright.
situation if
It's
he
alright.
wants. No, he chooses to
I thought he
stay
was
there.
gonna
Take the
jump.
chip.
It's kind of scary.
This man did not jump at all for some reason. I had no idea why. It's just like, yeah, I'll just take all the chip
Oh, he
damage.
chooses to stay there. Take the chip.
he
It's kind of
didn't.
scary. He just takes one.
And then right here, he did not go for it. Why do you not go for the perfect
good
block?
read right
You
now.
Oh,
genius.
No,
Wait a
he
minute.
chooses to stay there. Take the chip.
Wait a minute. Wait, sorry, I'm gonna look through this.
I think he attempted it.
Oh my god, this man tried to go into burst! You're freaking kidding me.
Oh my
This
goodness.
man misinput burst, and I would have been safe. The one time he tries to go into, are you kidding me? The one time he tries to go into it, and guess what? He fails. He fails.
He actually, this is,
And it benefited him. I'm actually mad.
That explains why I've been missing bursts for like to the next major. This is what happens. You can't.
I'm in distraught.
You just can't.
I'm in distraught right now. I'm so angry.
Good read right now.
Oh,
it's
the
push block.
burst, and it's gonna be a kill. All right, Rokso, getting it back, putting
Try
it
to
back
burst.
together.
I was so
He
thrown
do
off
not
guard. I'm like,
falter
okay,
under
fair
the
enough, fair enough.
weight.
No, it was just a
That
misinput.
was
I hate my
crazy
life.
block. I
It's
wonder
because he
if
was
that
still
kill would
blocking
break
is probably
his
what
shield
happened.
kinda low on him.
Anger, 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 anger,
This
anger,
is
anger.
Game 5. Grand
I feel
final.
nothing but rage within me right
Here at
now. I'm so
Frosty.
glad this last thing
Right now, we
happens
have
right
a
here.
whip punish coming
Oh, I love spacing.
Grand
Spacing in fighting
finals.
games actually kind of OD.
here at Frosty. Right,
I understand how you feel, Shadowcat, every time you play this game.
game final.
Because I'm just like, oh,
Here,
he's going to go for the full thing and walk up
Frosty.
back and then do this.
right now, we have a whip punish coming
Yeah,
up
man,
from
it feels good.
in the corner.
Yeah, especially when I'm
That's gonna be
slow
the
as
guess.
Penguin.
Ooh, that was a single hit. Punish.
Good start from Jukem.
Oh, I'm
You
so glad
wanna
I did
keep
that.
guessing
I was
right.
like, did
Do
I go
not
for
rob
waterfall
Rokso.
here?
He's
No, I didn't.
set.
And that's going to be crazy amount of damage to the
Good-
call
good
out.
release
All right,
X
that's gonna
right
get
there.
The party started.
I got
Putting
half
him
his
in the
health
corner.
HP, but
Plus,
now I'm in the corner.
JX.
Now I got this. I probably could have done 8x actually.
The party started. Putting him in the
I'm
corner.
looking at it. I'm
Plus.
trying to look at the range. I don't think so. Oh, maybe it could have. He's actually following up. I could have probably done another JY, actually. I could have probably done JY juggles and just do some decent damage for no speed. I'll have to get that in mind next time.
Oh god, Jukum's getting a lot.
Then again, I got a double stealing, so that's like all the JY damage combos I would have done.
There's so much pressure for Jukem.
So much damage.
Like losing this game.
All right, you ready for this? This is the most godlike read.
My plus frame?
Godlike read.
Dude, I cannot do
I forget if I'm plus when I fall like that.
I can't.
I think I am.
It's so scary.
Which makes him more insane. Because I thought for sure he was going to go for like Sand Tomb or whatever. Or not Sand Tomb, Stone Edge.
It would have worked. See? Look, I could be a Garchomp player. All right, so no one command.
Did I do an early JY there? I think I did that so there was like more time for him to possibly mess up his drill because I noticed he did 5Y. So I want to make sure I actually hit it.
All right, so
okay.
I think that's why I did it. Not like it mattered anyway, just wouldn't have killed, but like I've really been liking the idea of using JY a bit early for certain situations where people want to anti-air, and then maybe I like catch them off guard or whatever. Like if I'm going to get hit, you know.
It's gonna be close.
Yeah.
So I want your opinion actually on this. I wasn't sure if I should keep him in duel or not. Because I could pressure him, but I feel more confident trying to avoid him in field. Like if I were to lose one mix-up in duel, I would lose more HP.
I feel like phase shifting would be the call because even if you end up losing field phase, or even there you got burst right there. Like if you kept it in duel and you got like a wrong read or like let's say a situation that just didn't work in your favor, then you just have to like hold that, you know, but you wouldn't have any backup points whatsoever. There's Lodges is gone. He has Farfetch on deck as well, so I wouldn't risk it.
Gotcha. I kind of just did a whole. I wasn't sure what to do, so I just kind of let fate decide because I wasn't sure if the second hit of 5Y here would actually connect. So I'm like, if I hit it, I phase shift. If I don't, then I just accept it. Live footage of Jukem actually using 5Y.
Scaring me. Rokso's scaring me. All of you guys are scaring me.
It's okay. It's got one mix-up and nothing to tank. What's it gonna be? I guess right. There it is.
I guess right.
All right,
I usually CA there, but I guess the other time really messed me up.
And, oh my god, a hard knockdown.
By that, so I say burst, because I'm not Rokso.
Jukem feeling the pressure. No, he's going to activate burst. No!
And that's the point right there where he meant it. He told me he meant the Tiger Knee.
Right. Oh my god, a hard knockdown.
And I just thought, oh, that's so unfortunate. I mean, it wasn't a bad read, honestly, for a situation like this. But it's not what he wanted to do, and it did not work out.
No!
And then I made everyone watch a 10-second cutscene because I'm an asshole.
No, and he finishes off
so anyway,
with the
how about the weather?
Just to
how have you been shoveling your snow? While we go through this cutscene.
I haven't even started yet.
You haven't started?
Oh, no. I don't think it's...
Because
it's not too high. It's not, yeah.
Alright, now for the actual final round of the tournament.
Point here at Frosty.
Just needs one more. Rokso's
I went for ice
cream these 2 rounds.
I guess that makes sense. I was afraid because I think I saw him move to the right. I saw him move to the left a tiny bit. I'm like, oh shoot, I'm gonna miss my Aqua Jet, so I went to Ice Beam instead. I think that's exactly what happened.
Got to work really hard on these 2 rounds.
Guys, I react so smartly.
Alright, but this is
not there though, because I can't react to that.
Not so good. And
I need to get better at realizing, oh shoot, I don't have meter, just block the attack.
Nice for Rokso, not so good, and that's actually almost, I think it's kind of almost guaranteed.
But I got this though. And you'll see from like the match before where I mentioned, oh yeah, that one combo I do that's technically optimal is harder. Actually, no, never mind. I think it's later where I go for the other route. But there I tried doing it and then I messed up at a completely different part.
Oh.
No, luckily I didn't get punished by that JX like I did I think at the very beginning of the set. I think it was actually because of the timing, because you see right here.
Oh.
It's kind of meatied a bit. For both hits, like it's not like shh, it's like shh, like for both hits connecting. So I think that affected it. Plus how he did JX, which is good. And I did that 8X right there, going through like I've been going through my thought process, but like that's only been what I'm doing. But whatever, I do this 8X because I think he's thinking I'm gonna try to retreat more. And well, it worked out.
That's unfortunate.
Only 2 of the hits connected though, which I was like, huh, that's weird. I'm glad they combo at the very least.
Yeah, Garchomp and Deal kind of.
And then there's the other point. I'm like, why'd you counter? You're not going for the perfect block? You're literally insane. I'm so glad I was safe.
He really wants that dual phase damage.
That's a
he did get me here though immediately, but it's like a lot better than taking a full-on punish from waterfall damage him blocking it.
Nice.
I do get chip damage.
It's looking good.
Full conversion.
Full conversion, no shift. When I saw that didn't shift, I was so mad. I'm like, please let me shift. I just want to get out of here. I want to get out of here, Dad. Please. And then he said 8X, and I'm like, okay, Veltal, I'll run away. As long as I can use this as like a shield, I don't mind wasting it.
Well, it's not gonna hit.
Yeah, that's a good time to call it. Yeah.
And then I totally did not mean for this to actually be a thing where I go from like this into the final hit of Voltol, which that did 15 chip, by the way. How did that do 15 chip? That was just one hit of a Veltol.
And look how fast Jukem got out of the corner.
That's a lot of chip damage from your Veltol, man.
Dig is good.
Look how fast Jukem got
Dig is a
out
good
of the
button.
corner.
Jump.
Dig is a good button. Dig is a great button. Dig is a fantastical button.
Oh, back to back. What? Oh, and that's.
I don't know why I did 5Y there. I think I was just so much expecting to get hit there.
Dig not having all the
Didn't have time to do Rock Smash. I was mashing Rock Smash.
All right.
Oh man.
But I wonder if that happened if he would have had enough time to jump after
not
it.
having all the hits
Maybe.
there.
Yeah, it's not
One
too
mix up.
bad.
One mix up. Oh, I guess right.
Did you win? Oh, you didn't win this field phase, but you killed Second and Burst though.
Yeah. So I think at this point, because spoiler alert, I win this last round. I think I played this last round at this last point super well. It's just one thing at the very end I did not like, which worked out, but there's one thing at the very end I didn't like. Right here though, I will say I reacted to this. It was you see how late I CA'd?
Yeah.
That is how late, like how much I was reacting. I think this might have only, no, it's affecting right here. I was like, okay, maybe this only worked because it was spaced weirdly. But like either way.
Oh, I guess right.
More like
And now you'll see my character development where I just decided, it's 18 seconds left, last game. I'm gonna do the other combo. And then I don't do the right finisher either because there's 19 hits left. Usually at that point you do cut. Waterfall only does more damage if you have 18 hits or less left.
That it's gonna be a reset.
Oh god.
Oh, okay.
The last hit mostly does the most damage. This is what goes through my head all the time when I look at hits and HP damage and stuff.
I know what you do here.
Oh
but
man.
you gotta
Okay,
make
8
it
seconds.
You gotta take a chip.
Did you do it?
I didn't press anything right
gosh,
there. I
okay.
wonder if Waterfall. Oh no, I'm stupid. Waterfall would now have worked there because of the blocks.
Wait, he's got the chip lead though.
Wait, can he punish with this?
So he was smart for doing that. I will admit, because if he hits me, he hits me.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
But look at all this
Wait,
chip
he's got
damage.
the chip
Even
lead,
though
though.
he's gonna
Wait, can
take
he
damage
punish
himself, he heals
this?
a tiny bit, and he still has a health lead. But I say
Oh my gosh,
no. I'm not
okay.
having none of that.
Wait, he's got the chip lead
Because
though.
I
Wait,
know
can
you're
you
gonna
punish with
jump.
this?
That is the most obvious jump in my entire
Oh!
existence in being.
Oh my God!
So I go for 8Y.
Oh, wait.
2 seconds left.
No.
1 second left.
And then that was the perfect moment right there.
Fortunate.
Oh yep, and they
that
got the
is
chip
gonna
damage
be
you
it.
needed, and that
Oh,
was
God.
Yep, and then we shake our hands and do other cool stuff. Yeah. So the thing I alluded to before that I didn't like was his Hydro Cannon.
I don't know.
Mostly because I just feel weird whenever it's something that's reactable and it ends up working. Where that's Giga Drain, I kind of get away with that a bit because you can still cancel it and mix them up. For Hydro Cannon, it's like an all or nothing thing. I've been hitting people with Hydro Cannons offline at Frosty for a bit. Like I did that a few times, I think against Tech. I think I may have done it earlier against Rokso. And sometimes it doesn't just feel good. Like of course I'll use it to take it, but it doesn't feel good all the time just because you could technically just react. And I easily could have used a different substitute in stealing. But then here's my mind being like, okay, Jacob, you're stupid. Have you considered the fact that because of all the block stun, it wasted more time? Because stealing would have had less block stun or whatever. And this is just what's all going through my head right now. It's all like kind of nonsense. And that's just kind of what I think. But so I think Hydro Cannon was a correct thing to do in this high heated situation where you could think, oh yeah, he's definitely going to go for something else or not think his way through all the time. Think, oh yeah, I should counter here because it's like I can react to a Hydro Cannon right now in this very heated situation. So that was definitely a factor for why he probably didn't counterattack. But at the same time, I feel like stealing probably would have been better. Or wait, can I see? Let me see one more time.
I don't know.
Oh my God.
Oh, wait.
Okay, I probably could have. My other option that I just thought about right now was 5YY into Drill Peck. Because that's a block string. I feel like that would have been the safer option, so he can't react to it. At least in my opinion.
Oh,
I think he even has more block stun to it. Because like I always have these stupid final moments where I just like think there's several decisions that could happen. For some reason, I can't just ever have a simple thing happen. I just can't.
Oh my God.
Yeah, during a set, we're gonna be thinking about a lot of situations where we're gonna think about like, could I do this better? Could I do this better? Could I get the win? Because this is the game point right here.
Mm-hmm. Especially when it's a timeout situation. Like the other point that I find as the biggest like thing where I like thought of, oh, I could have done this decision, but he could have done this decision. He could have done this was actually our Players Cup Grand Finals and Players Cup 3, where we timed each other out. Because I jumped away, and then I'm thinking, wait, could he have just... Wait, was there enough time for him to do JY and the Dream Eater? And I think I came to the conclusion where I think you wouldn't have time, or barely enough time, but I'd still think about it, or like think of other options you could have done, or other... Because timeout situations are just that freaky. Like, you could have do something in this situation, or you could do something in this situation. It's not just like a normal mix-up because one of you isn't trying to interact with the opponent. You're trying to run away.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, that's usually the case.
It just brings full panic to me because it's not like, you know, a regular 50-50. Still kind of a 50-50, but there's just so many things that can be factored in. Nobody's ready for the Hydro. I guess that's fair. So I'll take the Hydro, but it just feels weird that I'm finishing the tournament off with a Hydro Cannon chip kill. You know?
I don't know.
It just feels... And using 8Y. Like, this is the most cursed ending to a tournament ever. I'm pulling on hitting 8Y into Hydro Cannon being reactable, but it's doing chip damage enough to where it times them out. That's kind of insane.
Hey man, we're in a situation like reacting is kind of like, you know, there's so much going on.
Yeah.
It's like, what's going to do next? What's going to do next? Is it going to go for... Is he going to go for a grab? Is he going to go for Steel Wing? Is he going to go for Hydro? Is he going to go for something else? Like, you know, that's what people got to think about too. And which is like, man, it's just... It can't come up, you know, immediately in your head. It's like the right call because so much is going on. Like I said, it's weird. Like some situations is to the point where you kind of want to play around the opponent's mind as well, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah, that's very important when it comes to like situations because some players like to mix in like a dash in or like whatnot to try to make sure that you're not approaching them or just full on commit to running away for the time stall or going for chip.
Mm-hmm.
So it really depends on the situation, but it's like there's so many factors that could be going on. There's like bursts, there's supports as well.
Mm-hmm. You could factor in, oh, they're running away, but then they just suddenly throw in a lungy at you and then hit you. Like, what if he was running away, jumped back, and I like missed a move or whatever, and then he just continued to jump back or like move back, but then he just hits me with a random Dragon Claw.
Yeah.
Or something. That's just like all the things you gotta do. But like, I think this 8Y was crucial for me to, you know, have this setup going. So I never thought I'd be praying for 8Y in this situation, honestly. I probably could have just jumped in JY and that would have been like less of a headache because I could have done JY loops. But I felt he was gonna... I couldn't tell
he's got the chip
by this
though.
distance.
Wait, can he punish with this?
After I forward dash. Because like I am in front of him, but like in the heat of the moment, I couldn't tell. I probably could have jumped and come at him a bit.
8Y's the right call. I think any other option would have been either riskier, well, not like riskier, but like riskier to attempt, not riskier as in you getting hit.
I was thinking of just doing JY like after this forward dash right here, jumping forward and JYing and air to airing him.
I guess it depends on like.
Yeah, it's just so weird.
Yeah, it just depends. Like, there's a lot that you can factor in that situation because like it could work, it could hit him when he's grounded too, and I think you're plus right. You should be plus after using the JY.
Oh, after JY?
Yeah, for example, you know, after your slash, you know, 2x to JY, aren't you plus on block?
To JY, I think I'm like minus like 1, I think. Because I've had situations where I do drill peck and then I get beat up by like Mewtwo 2Y. But in that situation, it's still, yeah. It's just a lot to go through. And I think 8Y was the safest decision, funnily enough, despite being literally 8Y. 8Y plus ratio, plus timeout, plus Hydro Cannon chip.
Yeah, that was the main starter and like got you to play. If you didn't land that, if that didn't happen, I don't think you would have got that round, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah. Because I needed the chip. It was basically just not just the 8Y, but also it set me up for the right thing. It didn't get a kill confirmed. Like I could have done JY, but I wasn't sure because he was gonna be jumping back. I knew he was gonna jump. It wasn't really a reaction to the jump I did for the 8Y. It's just because I knew he was gonna jump because he didn't want to get grabbed. What about burst attack? So you'll see right here. I'm sliding. When I'm sliding, the only time I can do the only time I can do my burst attack is if I were to have done an attack like 5Y or like a tiny hit into burst attack. Or out of something like Aqua Jet. Now, when I'm sliding, I can't do Aqua Jet. I can only do 5Y. And a single hit from 5Y has a bunch of hits done to it. To the point where it's very, very hard to time it for like a tick throw. But you are right. I probably could, when I think of that now, I probably could have also just done 5Y into something like Aqua Jet for chip. And then win the mix-up. But that is also, there's so much risk to it, you know? He could CA this. He could, like, get the right read after Aqua Jet, because I don't think there would be enough time. Well, maybe if I did Waterfall right after. So Aqua Jet into Waterfall, I might waste the time. That might have been smart. Then again, that still might lose to counterattack, though, is the thing. But then Steel Wing's the other way that you could, like, pierce his counterattack if he were to go for it. Plus, you gotta consider... But then you gotta be like, okay, what if he goes for, like, Drill or whatever and hits me out of my Steel Wing? There's so many factors into it.
Can anyone use frame 11 against Drill Peck on block and still be safe from... Or not be safe, but will it just hit you out of your...
Any follow-up?
Yeah, any follow-up, yeah.
Or a follow-up? No, so it's timed in the way where I could Rock Smash.
Okay, so 8Y wouldn't have beaten Rock Smash at least, but it would beat out pretty much everything else besides Waterfall?
Yeah, it would be any option. Unless he goes for 2Y for his I-11, because Surf is frame 1 for low invul. So Surf would beat like a 2Y, but not like 8Y. Or a grab. It would beat any grab too.
So I don't think Chomp really has an answer for like literally anything, because I think 2Y wouldn't be safe against Rock Smash, because I think the recovery is a bit long. I could be wrong for that.
This entire situation is just all about me getting chip and him trying to combat me from getting chip. Whether he's hitting me doesn't matter. He just has to avoid chip damage.
I don't think he has an answer to like all the follow-ups. Like, I don't think some characters don't have answers for every follow-up, or like at least the safest way for follow-up. And even if he did, that would still be chip damage, which would get you the win regardless, you know. So even if he was safe from Rock Smash from like a 2Y, for example, he can't jump it now because he committed to an attack. Just a situation that it couldn't have worked out like 100%. But I'm just wondering, like, just take situations against a character like this, because like I mentioned before, it's a time situation, and
yeah. I think we went on a bit too long for this. We should probably get to the end of, but yeah, that's a very. I like this discussion. It was very interesting to talk about. And for this last situation, let's just hear the commentators scream and shout. Possibly.
Wait, can he punish with this?
I don't know.
Oh my God!
Oh wait!
2 seconds left.
1
second left.
Oh, there's Rokso. Yo, we're gonna have a chat soon, all right? We want to talk soon, all right?
Rokso, tell me I missed everything you did. It was a complister too. He's the man himself shows up at the last second.
And that is gonna be it.
Jukem, it's a very good grand finals. I liked it a lot. And I say you're washed, but you did some freaking badass stuff either way, and I will not take you calling yourself washed when you took me to game 5. You can't just say I'm washed and take me to game 5, Rokso.
It was looking like it was a possibility.
In this timeout situation.
Yeah, you can't say you're watching get second place as well for the stag tournament.
Yeah. I really want to see.